that every day. I wonder if that's one of the race cars going south on 57. Morning, people. It is Thursday. Huzzah. That means today, and then about 6 hours tomorrow, I'll be home. I'm ready to be home. So ready to be home. Yes, I have my hat with my strings. Get over it. You know who I'm talking to. But the company I got my hat from is pretty cool. It's Finlay. I got this nifty little pocket. This little stash pocket. And lifetime warranty on these hats. You're going to pay about $30 for them though. But they do custom embroidery and this. But they hold up pretty good to like everyday wear. Like I've got a gray one that looks black because of how long I've wore it, how long I've had it, and everything I've wore it to do, from yard work to working on cars to riding four-wheelers back when I did that. But damn it. You know it's good sleep when you can't wake up after you're awake. I think last night was the best sleep I've had in a truck and probably forever. I was stressing all day yesterday. I wouldn't make it to Spiceland within my 11 hours. Got there with 30 minutes to spare. Almost exactly. So I'm like, right on. Trip planning. Routes that you do weekly. It helps. It really does. Y'all got a bonus video this week. I put one out this morning. They were snippets that I just wanted to compile together from yesterday. Speaking of trips, I know I'm squirreling here, but I forgot to do my Google Map for traffic monitoring. Oh. PTC from Richmond to PTC to Fairbury. That is a hell of a ride. One moment, I'm just finalizing things. I know I'm being rude. Got the camera going and I'm playing with my phone. I've just about got this run completely figured out. Now, I stop in Matthew, Missouri, but I would prefer to stop in Haiti so that I'm only an hour from Sikeston. But that's an extra hour of driving today, which would put me getting there later, which would be making me start later. So that's why I've started going to Matthew. But Haiti, Missouri was going through the remodel where they were changing up their whole coffee bar area and bathroom. But it was really foobar in the whole facility. Oh, sorry. And I'm just happy to get home. I got a new toy waiting on me that my girlfriend ordered, even though I was like, hey, this is about what I'd want. I figured we'd wait a little while and I'd set aside some money and get it. And what'd she do? She went around and just went ahead and ordered it. Really wasn't in the funds right now, but she's making better money than she has in a while. My weekly income covers most of our bills, so her check is mainly just extra. Oh, you gonna lock me in. Oh, darn it. But then I've got my RC field days this weekend, so I get to go test out my new truck that I modified, which I'm hoping that it does good. Depending on how it does, I might keep the axles that are on it, or I might just go ahead and bite the bullet and get the SCX 10 style axles, which are non-portal mid-diff, or I don't know, is it called mid-diff or mid-output shaft, or whatever that means, because on an axle, you can have left or right or middle output shaft. Like the pumpkin's in the middle, or it's offset to one side or the other. Well, in my TRX4 axles, the front diff is offset, like a real truck would have to offset the drive shaft to one side or the other, because of the transmission and the motor. It's more realistic that way, where the SCX is more of just a center diff input on the front and the rear. So that it's just perfect geometry for crawler. Though, now that I think about it, I could probably just use a rear diff and put front knuckles on it and have mid-diff front and rear. But that means more money for something I already have, and not an upgrade necessarily. I don't know. Sorry for the rambling. I know a lot of y'all don't care about RC. But beyond that, somebody commented on yesterday's video this morning and reminded me, I've not been doing my useless knowledge. So thank you, Rig Pig. Thank you for reminding me. And because of that, y'all get your useless knowledge early today. And it just happens to coincide with what happened yesterday. Who knows the original origin of duct tape? Any takers? Anybody? Now, when I say duct tape, I don't mean D-U-C-T. D-U-C-T is that aluminum foil tape used for duct work. A lot of people confuse that. Duck, D-U-C-K, was invented by the military. Or for the military, should I say. Not by the military, but for the military. In about World War II, I believe. You following me? Duct tape was invented for, wait for it, waterproofing ammo cans. Yeah, a lot of people like duct tape because of its weatherproofing qualities. Well, that's not an accident. That's by design. That's also why duct tape's a little emblem is always a duck. And duct tape is waterproof once it's applied, if it's applied correctly. Now, not all duct tapes are created equal. Not all duct tapes have the same quality. Duct tape, brand duct tape used to be the shit back in the day. Nowadays, it's all Gorilla. Gorilla has really, taken that duct tape game and ran with it. Because it's, in my opinion, a better adhesive. It's got a stronger material. Like, I've got a roll of duct tape. Here we go. Gorilla duct tape. Camo. This stuff does not tear easy because of this backing. So you need a knife. Truck Stop Special. And then you have the good old tried and true generic black Gorilla duct tape. This stuff tears easy. It sticks really good. This is what's holding my mirror on at the moment. Felt it'd be a little tacky to use the camo, even though nobody would see it. Because camo, you don't see camo. But yes, duct tape was invented for the Army in about World War II to waterproof the ammo cans. Because if anybody's seen those old metal cans, yeah, they've got that little rubber seal on them, but it's not entirely waterproof. That's more of a moisture barrier, where if they wrap duct tape all the way around that seal, waterproof. Ain't no water getting in there. So, Rig Pig, that one's for you. Oh, I got a message. Pardon me. Oh, Crowder's on. Let's hear what he's talking about today. I'll talk to y'all later. Driving through Illinois up here just got me wanting to play Farm Sim. I can honestly say that I've not really played much of it without using the subsidy mod. But I kind of use it as a tutorial to kind of learn all the equipment and all that stuff, because I'll go through the steps of the farming and the harvesting and the planting and all that other good stuff. But I don't sell any of what I grow. I've been stockpiling it. I think I'm gonna try my hand at livestock here soon, because I have enough land that I could probably feed my cattle through what I farm and stockpile. And from what I've heard, bees will help improve your crop growth. I think it might be growth, but not yield, or yield and not growth or something. It's good to have bees. Watching a lot of Millennial Farmer too on YouTube. Well, I've been catching him on Facebook, but he has a YouTube. He seems like a pretty cool, down-to-earth kind of guy, and he's pretty interesting. I believe he's here in Illinois, and then there's another guy that does it. There's a farmer and he YouTubes, and he's in Iowa. Yeah, I think Millennial Farmers in Illinois. Tilled dirt as far as the eye can see, with a couple windmills sprinkled in. Those railroad ties have been there a minute, and they're not new. So I'm wondering if they just kind of leave them there to deteriorate, or if they're actually going to be picked up at one point. They've been working on these silos for a minute. I think they're adding a catwalk up near the top, but I don't think they're adding any more silos. Though I could be wrong, because it looks like there's the top of one that they're assembling. This field over here on the right's that one. I think it's a public hunting land. Here where 47 crosses E1100N road. And both these fields I think have signage in it. Or no, it must have been just that one. Oh, I didn't realize how close that windmill was. And that one. You're so used to seeing them from afar, you forget that you're going to drive right by them. Knucklehead four-wheelers trying to pass all us trucks. We're all doing the speed limit. really goes to prove that speeding doesn't get you anywhere, but it doesn't save you any time but a couple seconds, because I was right behind them at that turn back there that I'd filmed, and then we caught up there at that little bitty cluster of houses, and then he just took off. He's got to be running 65, 70 with the way that he just keeps expanding the gap. Speed limit drops here. No, he's not slowing down. Oh, there we go. There's the brake lights. You know, we both got to the stop sign within seconds of each other. Speeding does not save you time. It wastes your fuel and shows how much of a moron driving you are. I think this place over here on the left is what they call an elevator, in the sense that it takes all the grain and beans and whatever, and I guess it processes them. Is that the right word? Processes? Or would it just be making them easier to transport? I like bagging them up or storing them so they can load them on rail cars. I don't know. And again, I've caught up to him. Equipment. Fertilizer, I think. Yeah. Or a sprayer, whatever you want to call them. It's a big one. Escalade or whatever riding my ass, and I can barely see him. And I know he's gonna try to pass me, but the fact that he's got to ride my bumper